So a lot of times the question that I get is, oh my goodness, well, yeah, I want to do this in regards to eating healthy, but there's no way my kids are going to eat those recipes. There's no way my husband's going to be okay with it. And so therefore I can't do it. And let me just challenge you on that thinking. Number one, I have yet to ever figure out or find out that a child has voluntarily starved him or herself because you didn't have the box foods in the house that he or she wanted. And I also want to challenge you, like, who's buying the food? Your kids aren't buying the food for the house. It is your choice what food you bring in. And so it might be an honest conversation with your family saying, you know what? I've made some crummy choices on the few foods that I've prepared and that I have let in this house, that I have bought and I've stocked our shelves with. They're not helping you feel better. They're not helping me. And I need to choose better now. I need to choose better for me because I don't feel well, honestly. And so do you. And here's the interesting thing. Kids say they don't want it, but I have yet to ever cut up vegetables, fruit, hummus, sunflower seed butter in a jar for them to dip apples in, and ever had that not be eaten. They eat it. If it's cut up and it's washed and it's out, they eat it. And you know what? When they get hungry enough, they'll eat it. And I would rather have my kids getting hungry and eating that and not eating as much than fueling their bodies with all of these empty calories. And in regards to a marriage relationship, if you have that honest conversation with your partner and they look at you and say, I don't care, I want the M&Ms in the house, even though those M&Ms are controlling your mind because you want them all day and you're trying not to eat them, but you never win the battle because they're right there. Neither would I. And he doesn't care, or she doesn't care. There's some bigger issues going on in that relationship than food. And I would really challenge you. I mean, I think the people who grow the most in life are people who get help. Gone to counseling so much, and we weren't meant to do it alone. I think the issue at that point is not food, it's about the relationship and what's going on there. And so in regards to those two questions, they're so popular. Have the honest conversation about really what the matter of it is. It's not about food. It's about you making better choices for your family and having your children respect that because they love you. And same thing within your marriage. Your whole family deserves better. Your whole family deserves to feel good in their own skin. And a lot of times you don't realize how crummy you feel until you start eating real. And then you eat those other things, and all of a sudden you feel sick, or your stomach hurts, or you don't sleep good at night. And then you start seeing the effects that you never saw before because that's how you constantly fuel your body. So you knew no different. But we would never fill our car with milk, but we do that all the time with our foods. We weren't designed to eat that way. And yet we fuel ourselves that way and we think we're going to feel good. It's a lie. We're meant to eat real foods. And your kids were too. It's the first generation that by the time they're 18, one in three guys or girls, by the time they're 18 in this generation, are going to have diabetes because of all the processed sugar and all the sugar our children are eating at such a young age every single day. 1 in 3. So that means 1 in 3 of my daughters is going to have diabetes at the age of 18. You know what? I don't care what my kids want. I will do everything in my power that they will not have something like that to deal with at the age of 18, just because when they're 8 they think they want something that doesn't serve them. You know better. So let's do better, okay? If we can't do better for ourselves, then let's do better for our families. We do anything for them.